All right, welcome back to the Blitz. And the big December early signing period has come and gone, and that early signing period began in December of 2017. But should this year's event be the last time that kids can sign early? Mark from Kingfisher has tonight's viewer question. He asks, how do you feel about the early December signing day? I think they should just move it back to February like it always was. How about Dean? What do you think about this?
I kind of agree. John, I just know the way it is now doesn't seem to be working very smoothly. It seems like they had good intentions, and I understand some of them, but there are more pitfalls than good reasons to have it.
Well, you're going to have to fix something that's going on in December, whether it's allowing coaches to leave for other jobs. I mean, you can't really do that. I think moving it back to February would be a good move, frankly. And I know they were trying to do the right thing, but there's too many moving pieces in the month of December for me anyway.
But he's the face of our program moving forward.
Brent Venables with some strong words on the future of OU quarterback Caleb Williams when the head coach sat down with you for a one-on-one interview.
Yes, he did, and to the surprise of exactly no one, though, who knew Brent Venables before he returned, the passion and his ability really to communicate with these 18, 19, 20-year-olds has started out swimmingly. Fans, too, especially with the coach sounding so positive about a Caleb Williams return. We talked earlier this week.
You've been so busy. Have you had time to pinch yourself? And have you had to pinch yourself because of how rapid and how much of a change it's been?
Yeah, I'll be honest, there's really not enough time in the day to think about it, to be honest. From recruiting for 22, recruiting for 23, recruiting in the locker room, and then moving forward as we progress with transitioning from one conference to another. Oh yeah, by the way, trying to find a place to relocate my family to as well. But everywhere we turn, there's help.
Do you think Caleb Williams will be at Oklahoma this spring and fall? Think you'll have him?
Well, I do. I'd be surprised if he wasn't, but you'd have to ask him. And he's a wonderful young man. He's incredibly talented. We need him. I think that the best version of Caleb Williams, combined with a supporting cast, coaching, playing, offense, defense, can be a wonderful marriage.
The NIL, name, image, and likeness, I didn't like it when it first came out, and it's already turning into basically free agency. So Lane Kiffin said, hey, it's just going to go to the highest bidder in some cases. Texas offensive lineman, I think you may have lost one, $50,000 a year. How do you compete long-term with the people who print money?
I think it's important that we do a great job. We're on the front end. We're out in front in regards to understanding what we can and can't do within the rules. I think it's a wonderful thing that guys can make a little short-term money as long as that's not a distraction for what's most important. I think that you got to be careful at protecting your culture if that's the number one motivating factor for a young person to choose a school. Again, I just think that there's so many other talented players that are out there that that can be part of the equation, but maybe that's not the most important, that they're looking for so much more.
Sooner Nation wants to see a couple of things from you. They want to see physicality return to the football team, and they want to see effort. You've been about that. You going to guarantee the fans they'll see that?
I mean, I can guarantee that's where that's amongst other things, that's where the focus is going to be without question. Those are non-negotiable values for us as a football program. Whether you win them all or you're not going to a bowl game, there's always things that you got to continue to progress and move forward with.
But physicality is going to be there.
Yeah, well, I think that you recruit that, you demand that, you practice that, and so that's got to be part of our DNA. You're going to win games at the highest level. You got to be physical. It starts on the lines of scrimmage. It goes without saying, but there's a physicality everywhere. And then, again, we have to be uncommon effort's got to be part of our DNA.
Finally, you put together most of your staff. It looks like maybe a couple are still out there. What's the timeline on that, and any surprises for us?
Yeah, I don't necessarily see surprises. As far as the timeline, I think it's important that we get the right guys, that we finish this staff off with the right people. And you don't just have this long Rolodex of all these right people. It's a smaller list, right? Talented coaches, great recruiter, great X's and O's, great people. It's a much smaller pool now. It's important that we take our time and find the best combination of really, really high-end talent, really, really good people that the values align, and because the last thing you want to do is to go get the next hotshot coach that the values don't align, and now there's the kingdom building mentality within your program, and that's not healthy for anybody.
Thanks so much, and congratulations on the gig, and best of luck.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, Brent has communicated very, very well. The fans absolutely love him at this point, and it's helped to have Bob Stoops there, and I believe the staff will be coming together soon. Still may have someone associated with the playoff situation, John.